Hi, hello, welcome. I see a couple people are here. Yay, hello. I am going live, trying to go live, that I now I got my camera working again, and I'm going to try to make this a regular thing on Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern. And thank you. Hi, Meg. Hello, friend. So glad you're here. And my mermaid is here too. Hi, Jen. And Sirlene. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Welcome. So what I thought I would do when I go live, if we haven't met before by the way, my name is Libby and I work for Pink and Main and I love Pink and Main products since I'm going to be using them. I'm streaming today to both my own channel and the Pink and Main channel. So I'm not sure where you all are um, watching, but I'm seeing comments come in. So yay. Pink and Main actually has an active channel. I don't, but I thought I'd start building content on my own channel by streaming to both places. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Holly. Hello, hello. Let's see, who else did I miss? Um, Michelle, hi. And Tina and Elizabeth. Hello, everybody. Diane. Hello, everybody. Okay. Hello, hello. Thank you for popping in and joining me. I'm so excited about that. So what I thought I would do here on these lives on Mondays is, for the most part, probably focus on some previously released things at Pink and Main. We have Caitlin and Demo Donna, who go live during the week on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And they share a lot of the brand new stuff. And there's just so much stuff at Pink and Main that's fabulous. And, all these releases happen and you don't get to go back very often and play with the fun older stuff. And so that's what I am going to do on these lives, I think. And I might even pull things that are in the bundles and on sale category. I don't think I did that today. Actually, I should have looked. I don't know if the main die set I'm using is on sale or not because it's been around a minute. But anyway, I want to play with some older products and have fun with it. So Jen says she's not seeing me live on Pink and Main. First time trying it, so maybe it didn't work out right. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out later. As long as I'm live in one place and you guys are finding me, that's fine for today, and we'll figure that out another day. So that's funny though. I said to book. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to keep going. But thank you for the feedback, Jen. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my overhead camera, which now has picture in picture. I feel so fancy. And on my desk is a mess, but this is the die set that I'm going to play with today. It's a pop-up. So we did our Pink and Main birthday bash event over the weekend, and in that set there was a pop-up die set, and it was really fun, really cute, and it just made me want to do another similar card like that. But I didn't want to use the one from the event since it's not something that everybody could have access to. Hi, Beth. Nice to see you on your lunch break. So this die set makes a cute little stadium type of pop-up box. We've all seen these kind of things before. It fits in an A2 card to mail, and it's supposed to be a winter theme. So if you look at this, there's happy holidays and a reindeer and a Santa's sleigh, little Christmas trees and houses and a little snowman. So you can nestle it all like on a little winter scene. And so these little inserts for it are supposed to be like snowbanks. But when I was looking at that, I'm like, you know what? I think I want to make that the ocean. And I think that would be super duper cute to be the ocean. And so that's what I'm going to do today with this card. And I thought I would combine it with some mermaids because I love mermaids. And this is an adorable yuzu set that I already have some things colored and ready to go. So I figured I have them to pop on a card. So why not do it? If you want to see me color one of them, I could do that later, but we're going to first focus on building the pop-up. And that is my general plan. So the other thing about these Monday lives, the reason I hesitate a lot to go live is because I just don't have time to prepare for it. And I don't like to come on here live unprepared and waste your time. But I've decided that if I have most of an idea and maybe I haven't done the very final card, that's just the way it's going to be. And if you don't love that, you don't have to watch my lives. But if you don't mind us kind of figuring out a little bit as we go, then that's what we're going to do. So that's the plan. That's the plan for Monday Lives. And so let's go ahead and start doing it. So what I was thinking I would do, because I love all things sparkly, is instead of doing this blue, I just did this to kind of put it together to make sure I knew how it comes together. And the other thing about it is it has little things to decorate the sides, like this die here, popping that off, can decorate the side with a little stitched edge, and then a front little panel to go on this piece right here. That's what this is. So anyway, instead of just doing it out of cardstock, I wanted to do it out of some of the layers out of watercolor cardstock and then paint it with the Sparkling Gems watercolors because I love those so much. So I'm debating, you guys can tell me what you think here, of making just one of them water and then the other one sand and have the mermaid sitting on a rock. Let me grab my rock here. A rock in the sand, or should she just be popping out of the water on her rock? What do we think would be better? To make that ocean wave or to make it wave and then sand back here? Let me know what you think about that, and I'll start die cutting some cardstock, some watercolor paper, I mean, to do the cutting out of things. And again, sorry I don't already have this die cut. In a perfect world I would have, but here we are. I'm going to cut this in half. Sorry. So this is my Distress watercolor cardstock. I like it because it has a nice white finish to it. You know, Pink and Main also has watercolor paper, and that just occurred to me. I think I might even be out of it is part of my problem. But we do have watercolor paper at Pink and Main as well. Let's see, Meg and Lee are having differing opinions here. Wave and sand. You know, I could cut a couple and then we could decide. I could paint both and then we could see how it looks. That's what we'll do. I think that's a good idea. So I'm just going to cut these a couple times. Yes, Lee, I knew there would be 20 different ideas. You're right. Wendy likes the wave and sand idea. Brianne, thank you for being a link ninja. Not expected here today, but you're always so kind to do that kind of thing for us. Sometimes Brianne prefers to be finding links instead of just sitting still watching, I think. Okay, let's see some more comments. I'm going to keep die cutting. Alrighty. Beth loves the sand idea. All right, so we'll just start with these pieces and then I'll tackle some other elements of this once we get there. I get this out of the way. I have a chair behind me that I could sit in, but no, I just pile all my stuff on top of it. It's like my other table. I need a bigger desk. That's what it comes down to. I have my cute little dish here. If you've listened to Jen's live, she always talks about Firefly Farm and their cute little dishes that you can get. And I have the mushrooms. They're so cute. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to get some supplies for watercoloring these real quick. And I need to make sure that I do, let's see, at least one of each. See how one goes, has the little hill on one side and this one has it on the other. So I want to make sure that I have one of each kind for whichever option I want to do. So I really only need to do, this one's the front one, I think. I actually don't think it matters which you put where, but I'm going to say that's the front. So that one will definitely be blue, and I'll do a blue and a sand for the other two to see what we like. Hi, Zoe. Hello, hello. Yeah, this has been around a really, really long time. I don't even know when it came out, but it's been around a while, but it's so cute. And it's just sitting there on the website. And I'm like, well, I need to use that because that's super cute. Okay. So I have my Sparkling Gems, my Water Gems sparkling watercolors, which I love so very much. And I'm going to get out the brown and the Caribbean blue. And also the sapphire blue, maybe the green, so we can do some fun things in that water. And actually maybe the dark sky as well. I don't know if I want to add any of that to the ground, the sand, or not. And then I'm sorry, guys, one other thing I need to do real quick is grab some water because I haven't done that yet either. Have my purple solo cup. And I don't have a sink in my craft room, but I keep a jug of water in here just for this kind of situation. Which I know it's in plastic. Terrible, terrible. But it's big and lasts a really long time. Okay, there we go. So now I'm just going to start painting this. I have this big paintbrush. We'll see if I want to use a smaller one. This is one of my Dina Wakley brushes that I love. Let me get all the things situated here. I'll start with the blues. Set that aside for now. Have you guys played with the sparkling gems? I just love them. I love them so much. They're so fun. Oh, Lee says that she and Holly signed up for the Firefly Farms card making event that I'm teaching at. Yeah, I guess I should remember that fact and talk about the fact that I am doing one of their creative crates. I'm super excited about that. It's going to be a pink and main class. It's going to be really fun. So when I color with these sparkling watercolors, I wet my surface. You could do it, water, you could do color first and then the water, or you can do water first. I like to put the water down first and then start adding this pigment. It is a powder, and I just dip my wet, not sopping wet, but lightly wet brush right into the paint, the pigment, and spread it on. I have not found that it harms anything putting a wet brush, not like dripping wet, but just like a lightly wet brush right into the little thing of powder. Do be careful that you don't spill it, because this powder does have a little bit of a mind of its own and will end up everywhere if you spill it. Ask me how I know. I believe I did it on a live one time. I was holding it in my hand and spilled it, and it was purple, and my whole hand was purple. So don't do that. I'm going to put a tiny touch of green in here as well, just for funsies. And like the top of it is going to show more than anything. So we want to make sure and have nice color in the top. So I don't know. Can you guys see the sparkle on the camera of this? The more you water it down, the more the sparkles kind of watered down as well, if you're ever playing with them. I know I've enabled some of you guys to get these. What date is your class? It's the first week in June. She hasn't told me exactly when I'm going to be teaching yet. I don't have the calendar in front of me. Maybe Lee could tell you since she signed up. Yes, I love glitter as much as, maybe not as much as Jen. Jen is the glitter queen, but I do love glitter, let me tell you. All right, so there's that one for the front. And then I'm going to do this one, which would possibly be in the back, or we might do sand. So let's try this. This time I did not wet it first, so I guess I'm trying it the other way on this one to show you the difference. Not much difference, honestly. So it does have these kind of flecks in it. Sometimes you see different colors come out, like the blue has a little green in it, or it has kind of layered colors within the powder. I should pull out some other cards I've made with these before, but that would be if I was prepared ahead of time situation. But I do love to add in different colors if possible. I mean, there's only, I can't remember how many in the set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 colors total. So, it's not like you can have tons of different colors within, but I like to layer the colors so that you don't just have one note when you're watercoloring. I like it to have some variation in the color. So that's what we're doing there. Who's Brennan? Michelle, are you calling Brienne Brennan? Oh, that's funny. I'm sure that's an autocorrect situation. I'm just giving you a hard time there, Michelle. Okay, I'm gonna let these dry and see what we got. Lee, it will be my first one too. Okay, gonna lid these back up for now because I don't want to spill them. And we'll do our other piece with the latte, which is the brown color, and see what we think. This one's really pretty. It has a lot of gold in it. Clean my brush a little. Brianne, I'm going to tell our little secret. We have like a little side joke of how many different ways people pronounce Brianne's name, or spell it, I should say, because, you know, she's always the link ninja. And so people are always typing out her name and autocorrect and different things, do a number with it. And so, yeah, she gets a lot of misspellings. It's kind of funny. Is this too yellow for sand? What do you guys think? Is it too yellow? This brown is very gold. Add a little of the black to it and see if I regret my life decisions. But if she's sitting on a gray rock, it seems like there could be some gray in here as well. That was a lot. I agree, Lee. Whoever said watching paint dry is boring hasn't watched glittery paint. I love that. If I add a little more of just the pigment, not watered down as much, it's browner. So I love that about this, that you can kind of get different colors, you know, depending on how much water. I mean, that's true with any kind of paints, really. But it's more fun when it's sparkly, right? She looks like a hot mess on the camera, but it's really pretty in real life. But we'll just let that dry and see how we feel about it once it's dry. Yeah, Michelle, I'm sure it knows you talk about Brendan. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to pause on these for just a sec and see how they're doing. I think they're kind of fun though. Where we're at. So what do you guys think? Are you going to want the beach? The beach, the sand. I don't know. We'll have to see. So now I need to figure out what the heck I'm doing with the rest of this. Okay, so it does have a little panel to put here that is oops, a little stitched rectangle that you cut out and put right there on the back of it. And so for that panel, I thought I would do some stenciling of clouds with the blue sparkle ink, twinkle ink, I mean. Let me grab my little container of fun here with my twinkle inks. This is how I store them, very haphazardly. I used my blue brush yesterday. I wonder if I put it back. There it is. My purple is still over here. I do usually have them in nicer little stacks than what it is right now, I will say. More like that. I haven't fully recovered from teaching at the at yesterday's event. Okay. I think I have a white panel here. Yeah, so I'm gonna stencil some clouds here and then cut it with the thing once I have them already stenciled. So let me get my ink stand. Where is she? There she is. I do that and then I like it like this way better. Okay, and then we have a cloud stencil at Pink and Main that I'm going to do just do some clouds down this panel. And then I'm going to take some Post-it notes and cover up those inside clouds because sometimes I go a little crazy with my blending and I don't want to accidentally get those inner clouds. So I'm just covering them up with some Post-it notes. There we go. Too much on my desk. Hold on, I'm going to scoot some stuff back, make a little more room. Okay. So I'm going to start at the top of this panel with just some blue ink coming down because I want the top of my sky blue. I don't know, should I add a little purple to my sky? Nah, that would not really go with what I've done so far, I guess. And does she need to re-ink her blue twinkle ink? We shall see. All right. Now when I come down to my next layer of clouds, I could also spin this around to the different designs of clouds, but I'm just going to kind of move this down, put it at a different angle, a little bit of a different portion of the clouds, and go like this. And now I'm going to tap off a little, come in, and I'm just going to not go all the way up. I'm going to leave that little bit of white up above there. Okay. Now I might come down with a completely different one like this. I might be putting my clouds too far apart, I'm not sure. I do actually go over it a little. I don't like it to be glaring white, so I kind of go over with a light dusting of the blue. I don't know. Go back to this one maybe. I'm just trying to not have it look like the same clouds over and over, like it's a different layer of clouds. So I like to move it around a little to do that. Now I'm being very free range stenciling here. I'm not, oops, and I didn't put my Post-it back over that one, so let's be careful. But I'm not, I could be putting this down on a sticky mat, I could be taping it down, I could be doing something, but I'm just holding it because usually it works out okay. Watch me, that'll probably be famous last words and I'll totally mess it up. Another thing you can do, as long as your stencil's clean, which I will clean it real quick, is you can flip it over for a different line of clouds as well. I don't even know which side is up on this stencil, to be honest with you. So I just put a little bit of rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol that I have in a spray bottle on that to clean it. I like to use isopropyl alcohol because it dries immediately. You don't have to worry about water being wet onto your panel as you're stenciling. I'm not sure, I mean, Wendy, are you sure you're doing it wrong? I don't know that I'm doing it right. I'm just doing it the way I do it. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes people think there's wrongs and rights in crafting, but really it's whatever you want to do, right? This isn't my favorite line of clouds ever. I don't know. I might have to redo it. We'll see. We'll see how it looks once I cut it down. I went a little too close on that one. But I guess in the real sky, some clouds are really close together, right? Not that this ever is going to look like a real cloud scene anyway, because it's a mermaid scene for crying out loud, right? What do you think? I think that looks pretty cute. Let me do just a little bit more blending down here. It's always hard to decide where to put the stencil. I'm totally off screen. Hold on. There, we'll go with that. Oh, Jen, I'm sorry I said such a blasphemous thing saying mermaids aren't real. What was I thinking? Perhaps I should have stopped when I was ahead because I just kind of went too much on that one. All right, I think that's good. Yeah, she looks cute, right? That's a cute little cloud scene. Brienne missed Jen for the 5 minutes she was away. I understand that. I do. Clean the ink off my desk. I have a glass mat on my desk, so that's why I just stencil right onto it. It helps the blending brush slide really easily across the surface. And I'm going to die cut this. Over here. So did you all have a good weekend? What has everyone been up to? I know Brienne suffered a sad loss last night. Sorry for your Bruins. Okay, I'm going to actually wipe this off real quick. Sometimes this twinkle ink, it dries quickly, but not like immediately quickly because of that mica in it. And sometimes it can be on my plate, and I don't want to have blue on my plate next time I use it. So just a little tip, just to make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay, look at how cute this scene is. Oh, I love her. I need to figure out what color to make my box. Sorry, my brain is just not functioning on all cylinders at the moment. It takes me a minute to come up with these words. I don't think I'm the one that said that, Michelle, but that's a great tip. She says that there's a tip yesterday about re-inking your ink pads, not to wait until they really need it because you could ruin them if they get too dry. Probably that foam that holds the ink, if you let it get too dry, it's going to be weird. I'm not sure who said that. I don't even remember that comment, but that's a really good tip. Okay, what are we thinking about my colors? Is it kind of weird? I don't know. And what do you think should be the color of the actual box to hold all this? Should I just make it white? I think I might just make it white. You guys have other thoughts on that? See, this is why I don't like to be on camera in the little picture-in-picture. I forget I'm there and I'm going, huh, looking at your comments. Wendy went to a restaurant for brunch on Saturday and she made a sublimation wind spinner for a friend. That sounds really cool. Sounds like a fun weekend. All right, I'm going to go with, what do we think? White will let the other colors really pop. Okay, Lee, I'm going to do what Lee says. Could you see that? Do I need to be careful of bending over when I'm on my picture-in-picture? Oh, goodness. So I'm just going to cut this piece of cardstock down to put it through my die cutting machine. This is the base piece. Elizabeth, hello. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm going to try to do 1 p.m. Eastern for my live. So if you ever want to hop in and join, I'm going to go ahead and do the little front plate as well. Let's see, get it out right there. I don't know if I was off camera for that, but I'm just taking the pieces that make the box and die cutting them out of white. And then I also have to think about the decorative pieces for the sides of the box as well, and whether I want to put some pattern paper there or what I want to do with that. Okay, so I think I want to, so the thing about these box cards like this, right, is you're die cutting it, and you know how the die cutting is nice on one side and not quite as nice on the other? One, either on the outside of the edges, the sides, or the back, you're going to have the wrong side of your die cut. And so I think I'm going to do it so that the wrong side is on the sides rather than this back piece. I think I want to keep that looking nice. And like this will go here, right? So I could go ahead and glue that down now. I'll use my tape runner today. My dog is barking. I apologize if you hear that. She's way upstairs, but she has a very loud bark. For a petite little dog who is smaller than my cat. And then to make this box, I'm just going to fold these forward. There's score lines that are made with the die. That makes it super easy. And I could get out my bone folder. There she is. Hello, Amrita. Thank you for popping in. All right, so this comes forward. This piece goes along the front, and then our little pieces that we painted go inside. So did we decide that we're doing beach? I think we did. But let me just audition them both and we can see. And if you ever felt like you needed to reinforce those score lines, you could always pop it into your Score Pal tool, whatever you like to score with, and do that. But I find that they're pretty good on this one. You don't really have to do anything more to it. And if you are just getting here, I'm using an older die set from Pink and Main that is for making a holiday pop-up, but I thought it would be super fun to turn into an ocean scene with mermaids and sea turtles. So what do we think? I like the beach with it. Do you guys think beach? I think that looks pretty cute. And then again, we're going to have a rock and our mermaid sitting on the rock, and maybe even a little sea turtle down in the water. So cute. Okay, so to assemble this, first of all, I seem to have misplaced my thicker double stick tape. I don't know where I put it. So I'm going to use my narrow one. I would recommend that you use maybe a 1/4 inch for this. I'm going to be using my 1/8 inch because it's where I know where it is at the moment. So I'll just put 2 strips of it. Sorry for my butterfingers. So I'm just going to put all the tape down, and then we'll take the release paper off and do one layer at a time. I also think my mermaid probably needs some glitter. So I should probably do that before I attach her to this whole scene. I also think maybe, even though I have like that cloudy background, if I could find a set that has like clouds and a sun to kind of pop up on the back there, I think that could be cute as well. Oh, I could just keep going with this. Might be a situation where I don't know when to stop. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just putting this double stick tape on all the tabs of my little pop-up. Okay. Kind of rub them down, burnish them a little. So I'm going to start with my sand. So I'm going to take the release paper off of these. And sometimes I like to actually put a little liquid glue on as well to help it have wiggle room, and also just to make that bond even stronger. I like having the double stick tape because it doesn't need dry time at all, so you're good to go with it. You're just stuck down. But having the tape just makes it even stronger, and it helps it wiggle a little into place. I have my Pink and Main Easy Squeeze glue there in my bottle that Pink and Main also carries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this up against that, I call it the elbow of it, that crease in my pop-up. And then I want the top of this to be at the top of this little hill, or whatever you want to call it, little wave that's on the outside there, just like that. And see how it's down in that elbow, in that crease, lined up with it there. I'm going to just open it all the way like this, and then bring this over onto it to catch it and hold it. And there's our first layer in place. Now for the second one. Oops, how did I miss a tab? Goodness. If you weren't here from the beginning, I'm using a die set that is actually a holiday set. That these are supposed to be snowbanks, but I wanted them to be ocean waves instead, or waves and sand. I think I already said all this. Okay, again with the tape. The liquid glue. This is a little bendy because of the watercoloring. Jen, I agree completely. Our friend Brianne is a little crazy. So this next one, I want it to be in front of that back one. So I don't want it to be down there in the same position. I want it to be up higher on this whole situation, this little side panel. I'm again lining it up with the top of that curve and gluing it down. So it would probably been easier to see if I put these both down on one side and then did the other side, but see how this one is down at the base of it, where this one is up higher on that wall so that it stands out farther from the rest of it. Clear as mud? Okay, thanks. And again, I'm gonna open it over that to this side, over here, and then just close that flap down onto it to grab that side and pull it back. And then just make sure it folds both ways. And we're good to go with our little scene. She's so cute. All right, and then the last thing is to put this panel in the front. Now I could have decorated my sides and front before I assembled the entire box, because there are panels to decorate the sides. I'm still just not even sure what I want to put on those, so I think I'm going to hold off just a little bit on that. But let's get the rest of our box assembled. Sure I can. Should probably use the point of my pokey tool to help get that release paper off easier. Oops. Again, I just have it open all the way. I'm lining it up along the bottom so that the bottom is straight across with the back panel. And there we go. So cute. Yeah, YouTube really needs to fix that fact that you can't tag people when you're chatting on your phone. I don't know why they have it like that. Like, what's the point of that? I don't understand it. Must be a harder to program thing. I don't know, but. Okay, need a sip of my coffee after all that hard work. Which is now cold. That is less than ideal. Let's get some of the scraps out of my way. I have a little blue panel I can do something with someday. I don't know. And let's see. I'm going to put, he's going to end up there, I think. And then my mermaid is going to be back here on her rock. I have to figure out how high up I want her, because if I put her too high up, she's going to be above the top of this and it won't fit in an envelope. But who are we kidding? Do I really put things in envelopes? No, I put them. Did you guys see behind me over here are all my pop-ups? I love pop-ups so much and I keep making them. Here, let me show you real quick. See? I've made a few. And then my trucks are here and then all the other things. So yes, I'm a little pop-up obsessed lately. Let's see. Okay, Brianne is gonna let YouTube know what she thinks of them. Great. Do that for all of us, Brianne. Okay, I'm gonna get down my glitter, and I think she needs a little glitter on her. Jen, where else should I put glitter? Anywhere besides on my mermaid? I don't know. You let me know. I have some glitter options here. I have, so on her, I think I need to add some ice rink glitter, which is our Prisma glitter. And then I also have the chunky glitter I could put along the wave if I wanted to. And then I also have the Distress Rock Candy chunky glitter. I also have the regular Distress, the small size. So let's see. Lee, I remembered it was your birthday like this weekend, right? When exactly is your birthday? I thought I had it on my calendar and I don't. And I feel terrible if I've already missed it. I definitely need to do a pink one for you. A little on the bottom curves of the turtle flippers. Okay. Definitely her shell bra and then the dots on her tail. Okay, let me find a quickie glue pen that will work. All the glitters. Hi, Lee Conrad. Thank you. Glad you love them. Pink and Maine has made some great ones. So Jen Shirkus, here's my problem with my problem. Like I've done this to myself with these quickie glue pens. I have too many of them going because I know you say to use it like once a month and it keeps going really well. And my problem is I used them in a class and I have too many of them. And so I I don't know. Maybe I need to develop a rotation system to make sure that I'm keeping them all going. Okay, I forgot already what she said to do. I have to look back. Okay. I think maybe on her little star as well. And on some of the dots on her tail. Oops. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if that's what she meant by tail. I did the whole thing. And then Jen, let's see. The correct Jen method, I think, is to dip it in and then tap, tap, tap. And look at her. Oh, she's so cute. So I didn't really talk about how I colored her. I used my Olo markers to color her. I did a combination of purples and blues on her tail and then just went in with my markers and added little dots with the marker. I always love to rosy the cheeks. I can't help myself, and I can't help myself. I put the little white dots on the cheeks as well. I did a little bit of highlights in her hair. I'm not great at coloring hair, but I think she looks pretty cute. Okay. Bottom curves of the turtle flippers. Okay. I do know how to glitter, but since the glitter queen is here, I feel like I should get her input on it. Okay, so I did the bottoms of his little flippers. He's so cute. There he is, all glittery. Okay. Am I glittering the rock? I don't think I am. And then some, what do you call it, Jen? Dabs and drops and dabs of chunky distress along here. So I think for that, we use a thicker glue like the, should I just use this? Or should I use Glossy Accents? Touch of Gloss? I've watched Jen glitter 12,000 times and yet I always forget. I think I'm going to use glossy accents because if it adds a little shine, I don't mind. Dips and dabs. So we have a really awesome product at Pink and Maiden called Touch of Gloss, but it, I believe, is actually out of stock at the moment. So I'm just going to grab what's handy here. And then I think on this method, yes, I did remember, Jen, even though I didn't sound like I did. I'm gonna, I'm trying to talk like Jen here. Since the chunky glitter doesn't stick to you as bad as the Prisma, I'm just gonna do it with my fingers. And if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, that's fine. It's just gonna have a little shine there. Is that enough or do we need more? Oh, that's pretty though, isn't it? Maybe it needs to be a little throughout the, like there's a little wave of water here. Oh, you guys, I just remembered something I had thought about doing and then I didn't. I'll tell you in a second. I'll let that dry for a second. So the stamp set, where did I put her? The stamp set has these cute little wave stamps, and I had actually thought about adding those to the water just so you could see like those little waves within that blue panel, and I forgot but and didn't do it, and I think it's fine without it, but that was another thing I had considered doing for this. All right, let me tap all this off. Oh, it looks so pretty. Okay, glitter done. I glittered all the things. Not all the things. I glittered, what do you say? Glitter all the things, but in moderation. That's what I did. Yes, I'm a total Jen Shirka's groupie. If you can't tell, I'm trying to do all the things she tells me to do, but she says I'm making her proud, so yay for that. All right, I think she needs to be popped up on her little rock. I don't want to mess up my glitter, but let's see here. And I'm not going to stick her. She has to be kind of floating there because I don't want to stick her to the back cloud layer because then it won't pull down correctly, right? So she can only be stuck to this layer, which she's going to be stuck to her rock, and then the rock is going to be stuck to that layer. Like about like that. Thank you, Meg. Glad you like it. Okay. And then I'm going to take this, put some glue along the bottom part of it. I'm not sure how high up she's going to be. Put that down about right there. Okay, she says my quickie glue pen is dry, but be careful on my, because the glossy accents or touch of gloss, of course, takes longer to dry than the fine little quickie glue pen. Hence the name Quickie, am I right? So I do need to stick him there. Maybe I should have done it before I dipped and dabbed. I don't know. But I'm going to wait a minute to do that. What else does she need? Let's see here. I could, you know what I could do, guys? I could cut out panels that look like this for that front and the sides. I think that could probably be cute, which means I may have to do a little painting after. You know, I don't want to keep you to do all that, but I'm going to cut this one out and see and put it on the front. And then I think I might have to paint another little panel to put some on the sides, but I think that would be cute and it would cover, it would carry that ocean theme a little more through it. And then, yes, the sentiment there on the front as well. But I think for a color on it, I think this would be really cool to have the same ocean color. Okay. I'm going to grab my smaller plates for this. And we'll see what it looks like. Oh, yes, that makes me happy. Lee, that sounds fabulous. Fabulous. So the greetings in this set are seize the day it's your birthday and let's make waves on your special day. Either one would fit. I might cut it out with a little banner die, sentiment strip die. I think I might put some other popped up clouds in the back here and maybe a sunshine. And I'm going to put my little sea turtle on. But I think I might, since we've been at already an hour on this, would you guys be upset if I finished the rest of it off screen and then post it on my Instagram? Or do you want to be here for the long haul? I don't know. I don't want to keep you too long if you have things to do, places to be. I guess that's up to you, right? I need a pin for my glue. I left it uncapped and now it's a little stuck. There are cool little glue pins at Pink and Main. Hi, Holly. Again, glad you like it. Now, Jen, if you're still there, would you put some more dips and dabs on this panel or would you just leave that one alone? Let me go ahead and put this on here. This guy's going to be right there. Yeah, I probably should have put him down before there was all that glitter in the way. Oh well, we'll see how he holds. Putting a little foam tape on the back of him, and then I'm also going to put a little glue on top of the foam tape. Make sure he's all the way down. Thanks for popping in, Beth. I appreciate you. And Wendy and Meg are not going anywhere, so maybe I'll just keep on with him. I feel bad because I have to get the paints back out after you already saw me do all that, just for my crazy idea of to put the blue on the sides. But I think that's really, it coordinates well with it, so I like that idea. So this is where we're at with it. I do have a stamp set here that has clouds. Oh, it actually has a little sun as well. I had this out because I made a card with it recently, and I think it's super cute. This one's called Lift Your Spirits. You can put the cute little critters in the balloon, and I just think it's adorable. But I might cut out a couple of those clouds. Let me see if I already have some. That would be really fantastic, but I probably don't. I do have the sun. I do have clouds. I have at least one cloud. I love that. What did Caitlin call it? past me helped out future me. I don't know. That was really great of me. I probably need a second cloud though, do I? Or can I just have one cloud? Do you guys even like that? Should I skip that idea and just leave it as is? What do you think? Does she need the cloud or not really? In the meantime, while I'm figuring that out, I'm going to go ahead and find my piece of watercolor paper that I had still and just do a little bit more to make another couple of side pieces. Jen, is one cloud and one sun enough? I do need to color them, but so I haven't cut that big enough. Yep. Okay. I mean, more artsy, but it has cartoon mermaids, so it kind of I don't know. Ship has kind of sailed on the artsy thing. I don't know. No cloud, no comma cloud. Does that mean no cloud or no? I don't know. I can't tell what you guys are saying. I think we're vetoing the clouds though. I think that's what we're saying. Tell me if I'm wrong about that. And that's okay. So I will have to let this dry. Well, I have my heat tool here that I can hit it with as well. Just to give this some color so I can put it on the side panels of my little scene. Again, if you weren't here when I did this earlier, I like to add different colors into my water so it's not just one note. It has a little green, a little darker blue, a little turquoise. Actually, the colors are called Caribbean, Sapphire, and Emerald. Yeah, the way I'm cutting these, I probably should have done it this way. Let's see about this real quick. I don't know if it matters, but I don't want sideways lines in my ocean. Vertical lines, you know what I mean? Okay. That was quick. Let me dry this a little. I'm hitting it from the back as well as the front to try to reduce the curl. It's curling a lot, but that's okay. Once I die cut it and glue it down, it'll be just fine. So I'm going to set that aside. I have the greetings. Do I still have them? Where'd they go? I have the greetings like this that I could cut out. I don't know if they look too printed. They might. I think I'm going to stamp it to make it look more stamped. My bag has seen better days. So this is the stamp set that we're using. If you didn't see it before, I think I've shown you a couple times though. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do Let's Make Waves on your special day since it has waves in it. I think it just kind of is fun. And I think I'm gonna just try to stamp it with a block. See if we can make that happen. And then die cut it with a sentiment strip. So a long greeting like this, I try to just let it fall onto my desk so that it won't be bent too much. If I try to place it on my desk or on my block with my hand, it's gonna probably be bent a little crooked. So I try to let it do its own thing. Bye, Jen. Thanks for even being here. I appreciate you. I said the word mermaid, so she had to come and look. So, and yes, I need to get Jen some sparkle paints, I think. Okay. Just gonna stamp this down. If I totally botch it, then we'll move to a Misty, but okay. Missed the middle. That's a me issue, I'm sure. That's a long sentiment on a big block, so we'll see if I can make it work or not. Might have to get out my Misty. I just don't like to if I don't have to. Ugh, Libby. One more try. I swear I can stamp. I need a smaller block is my problem. Like a long, narrow block instead of this great big block that I'm using, but missing right in that center. Guys, I'm determined. I'm determined to make this work. Just so silly. I should have just gotten out my Misty in the first place. I'm a silly person. What can I say? Jen, I don't know if you're still here, if you left. I did not avoid that fact. Maybe I missed it. But she does get very demanding about certain cards if they have the things she likes on them, I will say. She's always demanding cards from Shari. I love stamping, Elizabeth, honestly. Oops. Yeah. I am using the wrong size block for this. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. I should have a block that's like, more narrow for this. I'm making it harder on myself than I need to. But I swear I'm going to get one that I like. I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep doing it and wasting ink and paper. So, oh gosh, why am I this way? I don't know. I don't know. I just like stamping with a block. Nope. I could switch to the shorter message. I shall not be defeated. Put a piece of foam under the paper. That's probably a good idea. I'd have to get that out too. It's the same reason I'm not getting out my Misty. But that is a really good idea because my hard desk is making it even harder on me too. Like I pushed too much on the center and then I smeared on the ends. Okay, I'm going to go with that one. No, it's pretty smeary. Maybe that one right there. And then I'm going to fix it. So kids, you could just get out of Misty and save yourself all this trouble that I just did, but okay. We'll see. That may bother me and I may fix it later. want to make sure that I use a sentiment strip here that will work, that will fit on my panel. That one's not quite long enough. We'll see how I feel. This might cover up too much of that beautiful blue, but we'll see what we think of it. Lee, I already am kicking myself. That was silly. If it was a small little greeting, it would have been much easier, but this was such a long one on a small, on a large block, so I just set myself up for issues. But if I'm stamping a greeting, I will often just stamp it with a block if it's not such a long one like that, because it works usually. And now I'm wondering if I should like silver emboss or something instead of just having a black greeting. I don't know. This is the point where I start second guessing everything. Sorry about that. I just knocked my phone stand. That's where we're at with that. I don't know. What do we think? Should I just go back to the drawing board on the greeting? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I am going to make another cloud. You guys have lost all confidence in my stamping, so perhaps to make that second cloud, I will get out the Misty. All right. So let's see here. The cloud that I already have is that one. So I'll make one of this other cloud. I'll stamp both while I'm at it, because why not? And I will just stamp that greening. If I'm redoing it anyway, do you guys think that it should be something other than black? Should I do it like in a blue or a silver embossing or something instead of a black greeting? What do you think? I'll stamp these in the meantime. For this, I'm going to get out my black ink that is alcohol marker friendly. I just totally, look at these clouds. They are black clouds. Do it again real quick. Black looks good. Okay. Purple glitter embossing. Ooh. I'm going to finish it with what we have, but then I might audition some other colors either after I end this, or maybe if you guys are still here, I don't know. We'll see. But in the meantime, let me clean up these stamps. I just sprayed some water on here and I'm cleaning my stamps. They need a better cleaning. This is the point in the live where I'm like, oh, finishing the card is hard when I don't have a plan. Okay, let's clean this one as well, and then I'll move on. Okay. So for these little clouds, I want them to have a little something more than just black. Let me hit this with the heat tool real quick. So I think I will pick a blue that's similar to this blue. Maybe that blue hydrangea, B1.3, or maybe even the 1.1, which is lighter. That's probably what I'll do. And I'll put just a little bit of that blue on the bottoms of the clouds to give them a little color. B1.1, is that what I said? Yes. Testing it a little, doing that. I just saw Meg. Yeah, why isn't she picking anything purple on this card? I don't know. I don't know why I'm not. You know, sometimes I actually use other colors. Go figure. All right, I put the 1.1 on the cloud and I'm kind of blending it up a little with the 1.0 just to give it a little color and not just have a plain cloud to make it look like I did something to it. And maybe I'll glitter the clouds as well, because why not? Okay. Quick and easy. And then I'm going to add a little yellow to my sunshine. I've been using those markers and I didn't put them away very well. Bright yellow. It's going to be just like her hair, I just realized, but do we mind that? I don't know. Well, what else am I going to do? It's a sun, right? Hi, Krista. Thank you. We're in the indecision part of the day where I don't know, where I can't decide how I'm finishing my card. That might be too bright of a sun. I don't know. Okay, 0.2. I didn't even die cut that the best ever, but oh well. Does our cloud need, or our sun, I think, does our sun need cheeks too? I kind of feel like it does. I think it does. It has a face. All right, I'm going to clear out this cloud, let that alcohol marker evaporate a little bit more, and then I will add cheeks to my clouds. Where is the die set for this? Here it is. This is what I've been doing with my dies. If I can keep it in, I've been keeping my products in the packaging, and then I just put the coordinating dies in a little bag that I put in the bag with my stamps. So I'm very good at indecision, Krista. It's one of my best, worst skills. There you go. Once I get this done too, I can go grab the card that I made recently. If you weren't in the Crop and Create event, it was a bonus card for Crop and Create using a die that was at the event. So, you know, that's not something that's at Pink and Main just yet, but I can show you the card I made because I do love how it turned out. It again has clouds and sun, and it has a little pop-up thing with the hot air balloon. But we are in the home stretch for this card, I think. I don't know why I'm not on my magnet right now trying to do this. Silliness. Okay, and then this. Okay, and then since we have what am I trying to say? I'm going to go ahead and add glitter to these as well, just a little bit along the bottoms. I don't remember which quickie glue pen I used, but I'll try this one and see if it works. Looks like it does. Got my ice rink Prismaglitter here. I'm just going to go and line the bottoms of these clouds with a little glitter because why not? Just going to stick them in, tap, tap, tap. Look at how cute. Look at how cute. I don't know if I'm using all three. I might just use two, I don't know. But we'll just get them all glittered and then decide. Cute. Okay, yay for glittery clouds. Oh, hi. Hi, Crafty Al. Nice to see you here, friend. I am almost done, hopefully. The set that the clouds are from is this one. It is called Lift Your Spirits. It is super, super cute. You can put the little critters in this hot air balloon. It's not new, but I love it. I think it's so adorable. You can put little banners on the balloon and clouds, and there's a rainbow, and you can have little hearts hanging from the balloon. So super cute, super cute. Back to this. Actually, let's get our other panel that we watercolored for the sides of our little pop-up die cut. Where did I put those dies? Over here. And then we can put this all together, and I think be done with this card. And you guys can go on your merry way and have a wonderful day. This is still a little, I'm gonna put a little tape on here because it is, you guys can't even see what I'm doing, but look, it's kind of warped. And so these are flying up in the air. And we did, if you haven't been here, we did a little watercoloring with the Water Gems sparkling watercolors. And then added the mermaid from this Yuzu set. Let's Make Waves, which is so cute. Okay. This is pretty. I might have to just save that and make some hearts from it or something to put on some cards. That's part of my problem. I can't throw things away that are pretty. I want to use them all. Okay, so let's add some glue to these. Hopefully I left my lid off again, so let's see if it'll, nope. Let me find my pin in my mess, which is not a good thing to lose track of a pin because I'm going to end up stabbing myself if I do that kind of thing. Okay. Sorry for that scrapey noise with this. Okay. Gonna smush that down, put it over on this side. Kind of centering it somewhat. And then on this side. Oh my goodness, Brienne, you're the best. You're the best. You're the best. I hope she's talking about me. No. Brienne was we all know Brienne's an incredible human. And a while back, she made me a swatch, some swatch cards of Concord Ninth inks, which I tend to love. I love Pink and Main inks, of course, but there's limited colors. And so the other brands, I like to use Distress. I like to use Concord Ninth. And she made me swatches, and now there's new colors, and I could swatch them. I am capable of these things on my own, but she used a rectangle stamp that I don't have. And so she offered a swatch for me again, which is just so nice. So nice. It was so nice she did it in the first place, for crying out loud. What a kind thing to do. Had to put sunshine, pink cheeks on my sunshine. Oh gosh, should I dot them? I dotted all the other cheeks as well. Maybe one little dot in each cheek. For adding dots, I like to use my Posca pen. I just think it works really well for me. Cute. Look at that cute little sunshine. Yes, Amrita, I don't deserve her. She is just so nice, so kind. Now let's figure out the layout of our clouds and sun. The other one. Maybe I'll pop him up. And pop up the sun. Should need to be peeking out behind the clouds. I think so. So I'm going to put this one down flat. Such a cute sun, I agree. So much cuteness at Pink and Main. I can hardly contain myself sometimes. I think this set was one I acquired last time I was at Pink and Main, because there's just so much stuff on the website that I can't even, I can't, and from before I joined. So, all these previous products that are so darn adorable, and I just want to have them all. So when I was there, I saw it and I'm like, Michelle, can I have this one? And she said yes. I'm putting a little glue just on the edge of that sun, so I can attach it to this cloud. Glue oozed everywhere. So it'll be kind of behind that cloud, but I'll pop them both up together like this. Yeah, I think I like that. So I need a little bit more of my foam adhesive. Oh my gosh, if you guys could see the disaster zone that is to the right of my desk, let's just say I'm glad you can't. I'm just cutting my foam tape. I'm sorry, I keep going off camera on things. I am out of practice, but if I go live every Monday, that will all change, right? Put a little glue on this too. Should we put a third cloud? Oh, so cute. Yeah, I like to do things in 3, but does the sun count as a 3? Or do I need another one like up there? What do you guys think? A third cloud, or just leave it with 2? While you decide that, I'm going to find my greeting, my less than perfect greeting that I might still cover up later with something else. I don't know. Alicia, you weren't here. I tried to stamp with a block and it was just a disaster upon disaster. I don't know why I did that to myself, honestly, but oh well. Oh well. Yes, a third. Third. Okay, everyone's saying third. I mean, I have it, right? Might as well use it. Oops, Wendy said two. Hey, Zoe, you're still here. How nice. Sorry, Wendy. I think you're getting outvoted, friend. Let's not put the bad greeting on upside down for crying out loud. Let's see here. Center that on there. And then we'll add this. So I'm going to put some glue along the bottom of it. Oh my gosh. You see the sparkle of this card, sparkle in the ocean. The liquid, the sparkling watercolors, you're not really, well, look at back there on the sand, you can see some of that sparkle. Ooh, pretty. She turned out pretty cute. And it pops down to fit in an envelope. I mean, I did put some foam adhesive, but I think it still works pretty well. She can go to my wall of over here, my wall of pop-ups that I have, and I love her. I think she turned out really cute. Okay, so just to circle back, this is the set that I used, which is in pieces now. Let me try to make some room for it. Which is to make a holiday scene. Oops. So the waves that we turn into ocean and sand are supposed to be snowdrifts on a little snowy scene with Santa and reindeer and stuff. This is an older set from Pink and Main. It even has a Happy Holidays in it. And it's called Holiday Scene Dies. But I thought, let's take something old and make it new again and make it into a different kind of scene altogether. So now I do kind of want to make a holiday scene with it because I think that'd be super fun. But I like how this turned out. I'm kind of happy. So yes, and after the weekend of let me go to me. After the weekend of our birthday bash and using, seeing that pop-up that was included in the exclusive set used, I had the urge to make a pop-up, and I wanted to use something on this that people could still get a hold of if they wanted to. And so you can tell I love my pop-ups. I have a whole bunch there on my shelf, and so this one will add to it. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Maybe in the future, ooh, that was an hour and a half. That's long for me. Maybe in the future I'll have more organized up front so that we don't have to spend all that time die cutting and everything. But if you're here to just see me come up with the things, that's what I'm probably going to be doing on Mondays, because I want to go live, but the time to prepare is the hard part. And so if I prepare only a little, that's what you get here. So thank you for joining. I'm so glad you did. And I will see you again soon. So let me say goodbye and put my little screen up, and I'll see you maybe next Monday. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Bye.